Angel City didn't lose a starter this week. They lost the player they traded for to build the whole 2026 midfield around. Hina Sugita's out for the season.
This is Angel City Daily. Today, a knee injury that shakes the foundation and what it does to that $850,000 Centaur bet sitting right on top of it.
OurSports Central writes.
Los Angeles. Angel City Football Club, ACFC, confirmed today that midfielder Hina Sugita suffered a left anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, injury and will be placed on the season-ending injury, SEI, list. Hina is a world-class athlete and teammate. We are devastated for her, but know she will bring the same focus and determination to her rehab as she does on the pitch.
Hina Sugita, left ACL, season-ending injury list. And the part that lands hardest. Angel City traded for her from Portland specifically to anchor the 2026 midfield.
Yeah, that's the gut punch. This isn't losing a depth piece. It's losing the player the whole midfield was drawn around.
And the timing makes it worse. 6 players already out on international duty, no permanent head coach, and now the centerpiece of the midfield is gone for the year.
Stack the dominoes. Fuller shipped out, interim coach, Sugita done. Is there a single spot on this roster right now that's settled, healthy, and accounted for? I'm asking honestly.
And it tightens the math on the $850K you spent on Centaur. You bought attacking punch expecting an engine room behind her, and now that engine's offline.
Right, so what does Centaur's role even become? She might have to carry way more than anyone signed her to carry.
Which is why the cap tools matter now in a way they didn't a week ago. If anyone on this roster qualifies for that high-impact player room, you use it, because rebuilding a midfield mid-season is real now.
And whoever's running this team has to solve the midfield shape with no permanent voice in the building. That's a brutal first assignment for an interim. Okay, so Sugita's gone for the year, but what exactly does Angel City lose in midfield? And is there anyone on this roster who can take on those jobs without just moving the problem somewhere else?
This one stings more than a typical starter injury because the move was so deliberate. Per ESPN, Angel City built its 2026 midfield plan around Sugita. They traded for her from Portland in September to be the engine of this team's shape, not just to fill a roster spot. She's a 2-time World Cup veteran with Japan, so you know the profile. Technically sharp, calm under pressure in tight spaces, and able to turn a defensive recovery into forward progression in one action. The club confirmed the left ACL tear on March 17th, and the wild part is, she hadn't played a minute yet. She missed the opener, that 4-0 win over Chicago, so Angel City hasn't actually seen what this midfield looks like with her in it this season. What Coach Alex Strauss is losing is more than minutes. It's the positional intelligence that lets everyone around her take a few more risks. That's the hardest thing to spread across a group, and none of the reports point to a clear replacement, which tells you where ACFC is right now.
And the fact that she hadn't played yet, does that make this harder to manage? Strauss never got to calibrate the rest of the lineup around her in a live match.
Exactly. The coaching staff is solving for an absence they never got to study in real game conditions, so every adjustment is basically theoretical until it gets tested under NWSL pressure. Watch whether Strauss makes a roster move before the allocation window closes or leans on what he has and accepts that the midfield will look different than the plan. Either way, this is the roster question that defines Angel City's first month.
If Angel City Daily is part of your routine, take a second to subscribe wherever you're listening. And if you can leave a quick review, it really helps other fans find the show. If you want to spend a little more time with any of today's stories, we've put the links in the show notes so you can follow up from there. That's Angel City Daily Podcast for today. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow. This is a Lantern Podcast.